All right, guys. Back on part 3 of I just did miss joining a cult without knowing. I didn't know it was a cult, y'all. I just thought that we was going to be relocating to the motherland and that you had to learn Hebrew and that you had to become a Orthodox Jew with papers. So in Galveston, I went to a Reformed Jewish synagogue, and the rabbi there said that he couldn't convert me, but he knew someone in Houston, which was 50 miles from here, that could convert me. But believe you me, if they thought that I believed in Jesus at all, they would just kick me right out of that synagogue. Y'all, it was just crazy. It was just crazy. Like, can't anybody read your mind? At that point, I was actually sincerely thinking about relocating to Israel so I could be with my friends that I met when I lived in Atlanta, as they had relocated to Israel, and they got Aliyah to go over there, where they pay for your trip to go, and then they teach you Hebrew, conversational Hebrew there, give you a job. But on the other hand, what you owed them, you settled what they said, and your children would become soldiers before they go to college. So they'll probably be like 16, 17. So it's a mandatory military service. And I just thought it quite strange, because they was the main people telling us about these folks that they end up joining their group, they joined their group because it was a scripture that I really wanted to read. And this scripture, in fact, I want y'all to read it, because I don't want to be accused of being an anti-anything. But it's, let me see, y'all. I'm trying to see. It's Revelations. Yeah, it's in Revelations. Yeah, hold on, y'all. Because I'm telling y'all, they was the ones telling me about leaving Babylon and calling the United States Babylon. And I thought that, might have been the truth, because the Seventh-day Adventist was also calling this place Babylon. But anyway, it's Revelations 2:9. Revelations 2:9. So y'all need to read about it, because the people that I was worshiping with them on Shabbat, they was talking about fake folks. And they said that these people was the people that was described in Revelations 2:9. But when they went to the Holy Land, they joined forces with them. So what does that make them, y'all? Birds of a feather, you know what I mean? So instead of it becoming a heavenly place, I think it became like the fiery furnace on earth. I just couldn't have imagined being amongst the people that they said was described in that book. So it's like going from Babylon here to Babylon on steroids there. I couldn't do it, y'all. That's why I couldn't join them. And I didn't even see a reason for me to convert to anything. In fact, it made me want to be someone that continues to study, to show themselves approved, but not being part of any organized group. Because you get into organized groups, y'all, they can like take your passport and you can't leave. They can make you go and do things that you don't believe in just so you can stay, so they won't deport you. I don't want to sell my soul, y'all, just for a place to stay. I already got a place to stay right here, and I can study whatever I want. If I want to, I could still buy a challah bread or make challah bread. I can still practice Shabbat or whatever I want to practice, and I have freedom to do so. I've even had Bible study with these people, y'all, the Israel of God, or everybody's last name is Israel. Even going to Bible study with them. But that's a story for another day, y'all. I even studied from the Torah Club, and that's way before YouTube, y'all. When the internet was like a baby, the Torah Club. And I went to Israel in the year 2000. And you would pay by the month, so much by the month. And I had no idea even what this even was about. I had no idea. I didn't. I studied the different meanings of the names of the Most High. Still a lot more that I can do to read. Like they say, growing in God's image to greater oneness. The unity is not one God's federal universe. Hearing the voice of the one God. It says, on one of the many meanings of God is one, the one we ought to love, the watchword of our faith, the not yet one people of the always one God, the clarity and obscurity of the Shema, this one and no other. Like I said, y'all, after a while, it all becomes blurred lines, like Animal Farm. Because after a while, you think some people are more important than others, as long as you're part of that some people. That ain't good, y'all. It's just not. Treating everyone like you want to be treated is the way. But it's still great to learn all kind of recipes from all kind of books, especially when what is in it tastes good, you know? one of my books that I still have from when I took those theology classes. And y'all even had the book of Yahweh. And y'all, you gotta be careful when you go to some of these places. I used to have to research on the internet, and if they advertised that they had guns for protection, I did not visit them, y'all. And I look on the internet to see who had gone there before, to see if somebody like me had gone before, because I did not want to be the first one. I try to be as careful as possible, y'all, even with trying to learn new things and just trying to get the information. So anyway, I still study to show myself approved, but I work one-on-one with the Most High, not worrying about man who can change as the wind blow. And while they need you, say you one of them. And then once they call themselves winning, then they'll decide that you are also not them. Just like before you moved with them, you said that they were not the chosen as well. Life is a many splendid thing, y'all. Many splendid things. I have lots of other books that I have. I plan on reading as much as possible as long as I'm here, because I want to make more neural pathways inside of my head so I don't have to worry about anything. I don't want to have any organic brain or Alzheimer's or any of that. And that's one of the ways they say that it helps you to get more neural pathways. So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up. I welcome you to share your own. Almost joined the cult stories. I would love to hear it. And if it's any advice that I could give somebody who's in a group like that, because you know they do have groups like that, whether they call themselves Hebrews, Pan-Africans, or whatever else. Some things I can't even say because I don't want anybody labeling me and get me missing, because I picked a group that too picky about names that they themselves call themselves, because they'll think you're anti-something because you even mention their names. But y'all, it's people that go even to the motherland, and they're forming organizations over there, groups up there, and nobody can join those compounds except people that believe in the book that they believe in. And it has to be the exact book that they believe in. So if it's this book, it wouldn't be good enough. It will have to be the King James Version. Some people be doing revisionist history, and that stirs for other days. But I don't want to be in any gated community where at any time they can lock the gate and you can't get out. And they can take your passports and make you drink that drink where you can never, ever leave, ever again. Not in this lifetime, anyway. That's what scares me about big groups. It's like they start off all sweet and loving and kind, and then the next thing you know, everybody else is the one that is not the one, not the chosen. And they see them as others and subhuman or something like that. It's not for me. It scares me to think that people think this way, because I've seen it happen on that documentary about Jonestown. And it's scary, y'all. And it happened before, too, with the people with the Hale Bop comment and all that stuff. And I'm sure many, many other times with other groups like that. And when somebody is deep into those groups, they will never believe what you have to say anyway, because they think that you're just hating on them or on their leader, because they worship their leaders. They see them as the reincarnation of God, Jesus, Yeshua. They think that God told them to take this and do that and all of that. And it's scary, y'all, to me, that somebody would think that way. Because I'm telling you, your stuff can become their stuff in a blink of an eye with that kind of thinking. Even if you started off in their group, if they just think that you think any different than them anymore, they could simply make you disappear or just throw you out the front gate and it's over with. And who knows, while you're so indoctrinated, you might have signed all of your paperwork and say that it belongs to the group anyway and gave them power of attorney and end up with nothing, even if you save your life. So I don't know what to say about the people that's already in the group. All I can say is if you are not in these groups, study to show yourself approved and try to avoid being in any group that tries to isolate you from your family and friends. People that want to isolate you from your money, isolate you from your passports and other IDs. People that just flat want to control you. Because once you give up control to somebody, even when you decide you want the control back, a lot of times it's just too late, y'all. It's too late. I wouldn't want that to be you. I wish you much love, peace, happiness out there. Please subscribe if you have not. I appreciate and love all of you. If you have a subject that you want me to talk about, if I don't have a story to tell you about it, I'll research and see what I can do. If you want to share any stories of you almost was in a cult yourself, or maybe you was in one and they wasn't so powerful at the time that they actually allowed you to leave in peace, please share. I know I lost my money in one of those Pan-African groups in Ghana before even. The sister ghosted me after I gave her my money, y'all. I tried my best to contact people in USA and they never answered me either. And years later, after I just chalked it up to experience and just say it's just considered a donation to the group, she is a real ghost now. Karma is something, y'all. Karma is something. But anyway, y'all, go out there, make it a beautiful day. I pray that you all treat people like you want them to treat you, and that all people are the same, y'all, with feelings and emotions. It's just some people are more selfish than others. And they wouldn't dare treat someone like they want to be treated. They'll treat them like they want to treat them, and that's that. Because they grandiose and think that the other people are beneath them and don't deserve to be treated as an equal human being. But me, myself, I want to be treated as an equal, not better than anybody, just equal. Absolute equality for all, peace and justice for all. Until the next time, y'all, peace, peace, power to the people. I'm out, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this story times. Bye.